back to another episode of Bonus Stage. And today we have one of the best people. I know I say that all the time, but literally, I love this man to death. The one and only, the most magnificent gay ex-boyfriend of anybody's life, James.
Hello.
Woo!
Hello.
James, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us again. I know we had you on like way back in the day when we were first doing our podcast, but like we've gotten bigger and better and we just had to have you back on. And you know, we love talking shit. So this was the perfect episode to get you in on.
Right. Well, I am honored and it's great to be back.
Good. So basically, before we get started into our main topic, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm also joined by Matt and Darren.
I am a ghost.
I always forget to introduce them because, like, everybody knows who they are, I feel.
We're just
but,
always
yeah,
here.
Sorry.
Yeah, no one has to
they're
hear
always
from
here.
us.
Yeah.
We're not important. Yeah. I mean,
no, you're important. Stop it.
Go listen
Did
to
I
a
not
different
defend
podcast.
You? I defended you in the last bonus stage. Like,
You
I had
did.
your back. Me and
you
Andy
did have my back.
Had your back. Yeah.
You protected me
so
from Matt, who was so mean to me all the time.
I also had your back in a different way.
Go on. You did.
But all right, so what I wanted to start off with before we get into our main topic, which is a doozy, guys. Like, I think everybody's going to have something to say about it, and we're going to be pretty excited to see your comments down below afterwards. But James, can you kind of update us on what you've been into, what you've been doing? Because it has been a minute since we've talked.
How you been?
It has. I've been pretty good. I can't complain. You know, life has been interesting to say the least. I don't think the last time we were speaking there was a pandemic happening, so
no, that's
true.
Right.
Oh
Wow.
my god, yeah.
I just feel like we just like aged our podcast. You know what I mean? It's like way to date it. It's like there wasn't even a pandemic last time.
There wasn't even a pandemic.
It's like back in my day.
Yeah, exactly.
When we would go out without masks.
Right.
Oh, I miss that.
Me too.
I used to French kiss all my friends.
Right.
Drink after them, eat after them.
Right.
We were leaving dangerously.
We
had these things called concerts.
We used to do this crazy thing called hugging. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Whoa, slow down, James. Come on.
Yeah,
I
that's
know, right?
filthy.
Not PG.
New age thinking there. So just been adjusting to the new what do the kids call it, the new normal, not much has really changed though, because I was working from home before that, so you know.
And you're still working from home.
Still working from home.
He's still grinding from home.
I am.
But James, you had like a big life change happen.
I did. Go on. Tell me. What was
I mean, like, I feel like it's the kind of life change that like I'm like super happy about. Like I want that kind of life change. So I mean, I'm not gonna like tell everything. I'm kind of gonna let you tell it, because like I feel like it's your announcement, but I feel like you weren't going to announce it. But I feel like it's an amazing announcement, and you should, because that's a major change.
Okay. Well, you twisted my arm. I recently got engaged. So
Whoa!
Congratulations!
I was so close to yelling out hemorrhoids before we got into this, and I'm so glad I kept my mouth shut.
Can't it be both?
Wow. Why hemorrhoids?
I don't know, it's the first thing that came to mind. I was trying to think of the dumbest thing I could think of, but engagement is much better. Congratulations, James. It's awesome.
Less painful, less itchy, no
Right.
ointment. But anyways, yeah.
Well, it depends on how you do it.
Right.
I mean, I
my
did
God.
get a bug bite above my butt crack recently.
Sometimes one leads to the other.
Ew.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, congratulations on getting engaged, and I'm gonna be there. So
Yes.
I volunteered to be a flower girl. He turned me down, but regardless,
I didn't.
I'm going to show up. Yes, you did.
I'm
I'm gonna show up with a basket and flowers. Regardless, I don't care.
So
I don't care.
What actually happened is I told her that there's going to be a battle royale between her and two other people competing for the position. So
and I'm gonna be it.
Can
So-
I compete too?
No.
now that there's a battle
No.
royale for flower, I'm
No.
in. Can I compete
No,
too, James? Is that okay?
you don't know.
Yes, he said yes. He said yes.
Destiny, I think you can
Well,
take
I'm not telling him when it is.
it. Strategy.
Damn it! I'm gonna have to go to like every convention hall in the area in the entire U.S. for the next year.
You assume
are
it's going to be
dorks.
in the U.S.
Right?
Ooh.
Might
Damn
be
it,
like
no.
No.
You have to,
Hunger
you have to go to
Games
every
style.
engagement
We're
hall in
just
the
out on
world
an
now, Matt.
island.
Right. Carmen San Diego. Yeah,
But all right.
yeah, that's me.
Thank you for saying it. I know I
Yeah,
twisted
that's
your
amazing.
arm, but also
No,
I'm just
no,
really
it's-
happy for you.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was just going to be me and you raising our pygmy goats.
I did.
Now it's
too.
me, you, and the love of your life raising our
Pygmy goats.
Mhm.
The more the merrier.
Yeah,
Pygmy
It means
goats
you
are
could just raise.
adorable.
and some
You could just raise more goats now.
pot-bellied sows. Yeah, we got a few
'Cause they're
pot-bellied
smaller.
swines now too.
Yeah,
See?
Yeah.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah,
But all right, guys, let's jump into our topic. So, what we are going to be discussing today has been discussed by scholars all over the world. Who is the strongest mutant, and why are they the strongest mutant? And I am going to start off with Matthew.
Fuck! I knew it.
Matthias.
I fucking knew it. I knew you were gonna come for me like that.
Matt never goes first.
I
know.
know.
Perfect.
So that's why I had to do it, right?
So,
all right, Matt.
I think the strongest mutant is actually. You know what? I have an answer, but I kind of want Darren to go first. So, real quick, let's just slide.
No, let's slide
No,
it
no,
right
no,
back
no,
on
no.
Matt.
I know. I know who it is. For me, the strongest mutant is the friends that we make along the way
Oh
at
my
Charles
God.
Xavier's School for the Gifted.
Stop it.
Okay.
The strongest
Stop
mutant is
it.
family.
It's Scarlet Witch. It's Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch is the strongest mutant. She has so many hex abilities, so many magical powers. She like if we're gonna get a little bit MCU, she pretty much almost took down Thanos single-handedly. She's incredibly strong and she could fuck up anybody's day before they even get a little bit close to her. Scarlet Witch is badass as hell, overpowered as hell, and she is the strongest mutant. Good day.
Okay.
No. I have a follow-up
All
question.
right.
I have a follow-up question. Can't just leave it at that.
No.
Because I think that no one can argue that Scarlet Witch is powerful, but she is also very emotionally unstable for, valid reasons a lot of the time. But
Mm-hmm.
can you really say she's the strongest if she can't control herself?
No, Darren. The question wasn't who can use their powers to do the most good. That was not the question. We are talking about who is the most powerful. She is responsible for wiping out pretty much every other mutant with a couple words, regardless of emotions, regardless of anything else. Would you say that Hulk is not powerful if he can't get mad? Same logic. It doesn't matter. We're not talking
Yeah.
about who can do their powers
I
for
would.
good. We're
Because
just
that's
talking
kind of
about.
what triggers him to be all
So
strong.
I'm
Like
saying.
if he's not mad, he's a weakling.
So her emotions are part of her powers, and yes, they amplify, and yes, whatever. But she's strong as hell.
Okay,
doesn't always do
that's
good,
fair. That's
but-
fair. But I will say this: I don't think there's any mutant really that's got it all together up there, just because of all the shit that they've gone through, right?
Is also fair.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So, Matt, that was your pick, Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch, yeah.
Okay,
That
I have
is
a
my
question.
final answer.
Would you have picked her had she not taken down Thanos in the movie?
No, because like I said, even way before then, she's responsible for House of M. She basically warped reality for everybody.
Okay. I was just curious. I know a lot of people use that as a point, like she could have taken out Thanos, and I'm like, yeah, but would you have picked her before that? But okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So next we're gonna go with Darren because he has a thinking face on.
He does have a thinking face on.
Damn
Look
it.
at his face. He's like,
I see
fuck.
it.
He's fucking
He
thinking.
is pondering like there's no tomorrow.
While he ponders, we said this before the show, but I also want to say it again. James, your hair looks fucking awesome.
Oh.
It's so cool. I love it so
Thank
much.
you.
While
Thank you so
Darren
much.
ponders, I had to slide in a compliment real quick because it's dope as fuck.
Oh, shucks.
Darren, do you need more time to
Thanks.
ponder? Because we can just talk about all kinds of shit. Like my crush on Hot Rod from
I-
Transformers.
I don't need. Oh, okay.
Not what I expected.
I didn't know you were attracted to cars, Destiny.
I was like 5. Like back then, you don't care what people look like. It's what's on the inside. And let's not make jokes about bolts and stuff being on the inside. He just had a dope ass personality, okay? And then he saved the universe because he had the touch. He had the power, right? They
How
made a
did
whole
you know-
song about it.
How did you know that I was going to
What
make
was-
a joke
how did the song
about
go?
bolts on the inside?
I knew it.
How
Yeah,
did the
that's what
song
James
go? That's a
said,
good
too.
question, James.
Yeah.
Everybody
He
has
knows
a
how it
Carsona. Everybody has a Carsona. It's okay.
Yeah, Hot
I
Rod was
support you,
hot.
Destiny,
Thank you.
and the hottest of rods.
yes. Yes.
The only reason I was so hesitant to go next is because I feel like I actually have a definitive answer, and I don't think it's fair to everyone else if I go.
Did you
before
research
them.
what was the strongest mutant?
I
You
didn't
fucking did, didn't
no,
you?
No, I didn't. I promise I did not research what the
Okay.
strongest mutant was. Because here's my initial thinking. My
Okay.
initial thinking is like, oh, I think it's Scarlet Witch. But then I'm like, no, I can't do that because someone else is definitely going to pick Scarlet Witch. So I have to think of something different. And I'm
Wow.
like, who
Basic
could-
bitch, Matt.
uh,
Some bullshit. Did you Google then instead who is the strongest X-Men, and now you're going by fucking like I didn't search the
Oh.
strongest mutant.
I will
searched the
know.
strongest
I
X-Men.
will know by your answer
X-Men.
if that's what you did. So go ahead.
no, but then, okay, but if I say it, like, I feel like then you'll just lose. And I want to be last so that it could build up to
No,
it.
but that's not fair because I feel like you saw what the strongest mutant was. So you got to say it now.
Okay, fine. I'll say it. And for the record, I promise you, I did not research who's the strongest mutant. I did not research
You don't even
who
have
could
to
beat Scarlet
research
Witch in a fight. Yeah, I didn't.
In a
All you have to do
fight.
is type in
Who could be more spooky?
Dracula.
The-
Dracula
ahead.
is the strongest mutant.
He
The
is
strong-
pretty fucking strong. He's not a mutant though.
the strongest
That
mutant
could be argued.
is
I mean, technically, I guess
It's
he could be a mutant, right?
yeah. God damn it! Now I have to come up with a different answer because I was going to say Dracula. No, I was not going to say Dracula. I wasn't. The strongest mutant is
Man. hmm
Legion.
I knew you
Okay,
were gonna
hold the-
fucking say
hold
that.
the
It's
fuck
because
up.
you looked. It's because you saw it.
No, he actually is a massive Legion fan, but hold the fuck up. You come for me and Scarlet Witch talking about emotional instability, and you fucking come up with Legion?
Who might be the most mentally,
James,
emotionally unstable
Do
character
you
of
know
all
who
time.
Legion is?
No.
Okay, so Legion is the son of Professor X.
He is.
Okay.
He is.
I knew.
And-
You know what?
I
All
was-
you have to do is type in strong mutant, and that's gonna pop up.
Sorry, what were you gonna say, James?
No, I was just gonna say I'm so not an expert on mutants and the X-Men. So I was just my plan was to listen to all of the arguments and then vote based on
That is
who
why.
has.
That's why
I
I was gonna
see.
have you go
Right.
last, James. I
see.
planned all this out
Be right
perfectly.
here.
That's
Okay.
why I
Be
was
right
gonna
here,
have you go
boo-boo.
last. Darren, I can't believe you fucking picked Legion.
I did not research him because I am a huge fan
You
of the
don't
TV
have
show.
to.
Mhm.
You don't have to research him. You type in strongest mutant and that pops up.
I was a huge fan, and like Matt said, he can attest to this. I was a huge fan of the TV
Mhm.
show when it first came out,
Mm.
which like clued me onto this character, and he did pop into my mind. So
Okay.
Legion, and I did research him like 3 years ago when the show came out, but this is previous information I'm pulling in. Anyways, Legion is, yes, like Matt said, very mentally unstable. He has split personalities. He has basically like every single power that you can think of. He can destroy planets with his brain. He can warp reality himself as well. He has been known in comics to harness control of his multiple personalities to like have control over them. So it's not complete mental instability, but in a time of crisis, if his life was on the line, he would instinctually switch to a personality that could save him. He's actually so powerful that Marvel doesn't like using him in stories because it ruins the story because he's so powerful.
Yeah.
So
See,
yeah.
like I was gonna pick Legion, but then I knew somebody else was gonna pick Legion, so I didn't want to pick Legion. So I made sure I had to pick somebody else because I didn't want to pick Legion because I knew somebody else would pick Legion.
I just feel bad,
Okay,
like
fair enough.
genuinely, I feel bad saying it because like I'm so right that like
You
this just
should
validates
feel
the whole
bad
argument.
saying it. You should feel terrible saying it because, like, now where's the discussion gonna go, Darren?
Well,
Anyways, no, James. Who do you think is a very powerful mutant?
Well, Destiny, you're not going to give your pick either?
No, I'm gonna give my pick at the end. I'm the host.
Okay, fine. Sorry, James. I want you to go.
Okay, so
It doesn't have to be the most powerful one, James. Just one that you think. Yeah.
maybe I would have said, with my limited knowledge, I would have guessed Professor X because he kind of harnesses the power of all of the mutants. So, I mean, he can kind of use the power of the most powerful mutant and turn it to his advantage. So,
And he created the most powerful mutant.
and
Yeah,
just hearing
that's a
Legion-
pretty good argument.
It was his sperm.
Super sperm. Yeah. So,
Super
yeah.
sperm.
So.
He also kind of does become this other ridiculous villain called Onslaught at one point, and he becomes like ridiculously strong, and it's like his like corrupted version of himself. So that's also a good argument there.
That's a good argument, James.
It is.
So proud of you, boo. You came back. All right, so my pick is a mutant that can steal anybody else's powers. So depending on how well that character can either stealth attack you or become close to you, once she steals your powers, you're either put in a coma for the rest of your life or you die. So my pick was Rogue.
Yeah.
Because I think the fact that you can steal powers from any mutant just by touching them is pretty fucking
Including
OP.
Legion?
Mm-hmm.
So if she could get close to Scarlet Witch, bam. Or Legion, bam.
And on top of that,
The only fucked up thing is,
go ahead.
yeah, but I feel like it wouldn't be hard to get close to them, like if they weren't expecting her to do that.
Is she mentally stable? Like, is she in control of her emotions?
She's way more mentally stable than the Scarlet Witch
Yeah.
and Legion.
Way
more.
You might be on to something.
way more. But the thing is like, even if she didn't get close to them, if she just went around touching a bunch of mutants and stealing their powers, she could be on the same level as Legion.
Can she have multiple powers at one time?
Yeah. She has her own power, and then she took the powers from
Captain
Marvel. So she has her. The only thing is that she also absorbs their memories.
Right.
So
then she could theoretically also fucking lose it if she were to steal Scarlet Witches or Legions or even Xavier's, depending on the time of day.
Yeah.
She could also.
I mean, like if those memories affect her, you know what I mean? Like.
So James has picked the only character out of the four of us who's not going to lose their goddamn mind at the possible drop of a hat.
Wait, but Professor X did lose his mind at one point in the story.
Yeah, Matt just said, Onslaught.
He also had his brain cut out and put into the Red Skull, so Red Skull got Xavier's powers, so that was also a thing.
What?
Yeah. I'm dead serious.
Oh my god.
Is he
okay?
So I guess what we have to figure out then for this argument to continue is this like a battle royale style where they're all dropped into like a dome and they have to try and fight it out to see who wins, or is this like a
No, there's no way. If like Legion would beat everybody. No.
See, this is what happens.
That would be a suicide mission.
When you tell me to think of the strongest mutant, I am going to.
Are you trying to place the blame on? You see him? this is what happens when you tell me to da-da-da-da-da. You knew what was going to happen when you said that. So don't try to blame it on me. Like, don't try to flip this.
Yeah,
you
but I have
somebody a little less powerful.
I have to have the integrity to tell the truth. I cannot prevent myself from just spreading the truth to the listeners of the world.
Wait. If you picked, like, I don't know, not Legion, but the next one down, would that be a lie? No. This was, the question was, who do you think is a strongest,
No.
like...
So
yeah, the strongest.
Not who is the strongest mutant, okay? Who do you think is the... I know that Legion is the strongest mutant, okay?
It just happens to be that who I think is the strongest mutant.
No.
Is also the strongest
The strongest mutant.
I also think that, like, through the power of friendship, like, let's say Rogue, Scarlet...
God.
Hold on. If Professor X, Scarlet Witch, and Rogue teamed up, I think they could take Legion's ass down.
Oh, possibly.
So that's what I'm saying.
Possibly.
Through the power of
He's
friendship...
the strongest with mutant powers, but, like, he's also the weakest link because he can't control anything, really, right? And he probably has daddy issues. So that's enough of a distraction. Like, I know that's not funny. I mean, it's funny. Daddy issues. Daddy issues is not funny.
Well,
but the fact that Legion
have
probably
funny
has
results.
daddy issues.
it
It can have funny results. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, look at me. Anyway, so... Putting Legion in a ring with Professor X probably would shock him enough that it would give an opening for the Scarlet Witch and Rogue to, like, fuck him up.
And
but then while Scarlet Witch is, like, trying to fuck Legion up, then Rogue could just sneak up and be like, zap zap, got your power.
And in the spirit of truth telling, to continue this truth telling that I'm giving you,
oh my god,
I don't know enough about Legion to refute any of that. So I'm going to assume...
I think he hates his dad. No, he definitely hates his father.
No, he does. He has daddy issues. He does have daddy issues. I know that for a fact. That
Who's
probably
his
could
mom?
throw him off. I don't remember who his mom is.
I
I thought maybe one of you guys were going to say,
That
like...
sucks, though, for Professor X, right? He's like, my baby boy. And then he's like, oh, he's really fucked up. And because Professor X is like a psychologist or something as well.
Yeah, maybe Professor X should have spent more time with his son than raising a bunch of other kids he liked better.
But that was in a parallel universe. And goddamn.
That's heavy.
That is real heavy. What if he was there the whole time? What if he was there the whole time and, like, you would see, like, a random kid in the background, but we never paid attention to it, and that was Legion?
That would be funny if they, like, retconned it into all of the old comics. It's like he's just sitting in the background, like,
yeah.
It's like,
he's been there the whole time. It's a little redhead kid.
But what about
Kids
me,
no time.
Daddy?
Dad keeps spending time with... keeps spending time with Cyclops, not me.
Cyclops is a fucking nerd. Why is he a Cyclops?
Oh my god, Cyclops is a fucking nerd. He is the hallway monitor of life. I can't stand him.
I just got a little bit sad looking into Legion's backstory.
Oh, no.
Did Professor X...
Wait, let me get all my lauter out before
Did
you make
Professor
me
X
upset.
Yeah, what did Professor
roll
X
over
do?
his macaroni picture?
What do you do? What do you do?
Tore each piece of macaroni off. This is terrible.
He's like,
Ran it over 3 times.
he's like, wow, you made an X out of noodles. So proud
This
of you.
isn't going on the
It's like,
refrigerator.
didn't even use rigatoni.
Jean Grey made contact with a space monster. Like,
Right.
Do
made
better.
macaroni
I can
dish.
just see him be like, do better.
yeah.
And it's like, oh, and that's another personality added to the Rolodex. Apparently, Charles Xavier, while working in an Israeli psychiatric facility, met a patient named Gabriel Haller.
He had sex with one of his patients? That's so unprofessional.
And when they met, she was a catatonic Holocaust survivor who he helped wake up and then proceeded to sleep with her.
What kind of messed
And
up
then
alternate universe
she
is
gave-
this?
But wait. Was she a psychiatric, like, whatever, because she was, like, I'm trying to, okay, I don't understand this. How was she put into the psychiatric ward if she was in a catatonic state? Wouldn't she just be in a normal hospital? Like, what?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a
Probably.
good
But that
point.
is, Okay. That like,
Probably.
how did they? Are they trying to say she was crazy from the beginning? But like, how did they know?
I think in this creation story, catatonic equals psychiatric facility. I don't know. I agree with you. I don't think it makes
So
sense
she was
either.
like, she wasn't in a coma. She was just like not responding to like stimuli.
Oh, that could be it.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
and then they fell in love, and then apparently
Yeah.
he fucked off, and she had Legion without him knowing.
Okay, but like, okay, was she not a mutant? She was just a regular human.
Yeah.
Well, that
She
makes
was.
sense. He just got. But what caused the split personalities? Like, what happened in his childhood? Because usually something very traumatic has to happen in your childhood for you to develop split personalities. I hate when they just throw that on a character.
Wasn't he
And don't
haunted by like
explain why.
Farouk the Shadow King or something?
It
It was the exactly. It was the macaroni
It was.
picture. It was the macaroni picture.
And he was just like,
You're
I can't take this.
So
And
there's
then Bob came in. Bob's like, I'll handle it from here.
All right, so to continue down this Wikipedia rabbit hole, apparently when he was living in Paris with his mother and stepfather, they were attacked by terrorists and his stepfather was killed. Legion ended up destroying all of the terrorists and absorbed the mind of the terrorist leader. And and then that's where the whole split personality thing started. Apparently he absorbed a terrorist.
So
Very normal
his
kid
first
stuff.
power was just telekinesis.
Some kind of
Maybe.
like telepathy kind of like
it
it
sounds
sounded
like
like
he
Professor
had-
Xavier's power.
Yeah, but Professor Xavier doesn't absorb other people. So he must have had two powers because it says he absorbed the mind of the leader. And what the fuck was his mom doing? And who did she marry to get attacked by terrorists? Like, this woman has had a terrible life. I feel so bad for her.
Yeah.
Your doctor has sex with you, you fall in love with him, he gets you pregnant, then he leaves, then you marry somebody else, then you get attacked by terrorists, and you die.
All after surviving the Holocaust.
And you were a Holocaust survivor. Like, they wanted this woman to have the worst possible life, and I'm like, it wasn't necessary.
You could have stopped at Holocaust.
Okay.
His
right?
After that
you could have stopped at Holocaust.
Given her a decent life.
Jesus.
Apparently, his abilities, as listed by Wikipedia, are reality warping, shapeshifting, levitation and flight, telepathy,
telekinesis.
My mind thank you, telekinesis. I looked at that word and my mind just turned off. I was like, I just read telepathy and I tried to read it as telekinesis, which isn't right. Teleportation, and then just because dimensional travel
and pyrokinesis.
Yeah, of course. And pyrokinesis. So
why not?
So does he? You know what? We're gonna have to research. I am gonna have to research this because I'm like, did he have all these powers prior to, or did he absorb these powers from other people?
So I expect you all
their personality.
Yeah, I expect you all to write an essay and have it on my desk by tomorrow as to why your character could beat Legion.
That. I already told you why. We're dropping in Professor X because he has daddy issues, and while he's distracted,
I wrote my essay.
Sneak in. And
No.
It's brilliant.
Thank
that
you.
was beautiful. The paper it was on was just very nice. Was it scented?
This is scented. No, this is actually to go along with it. Marvel paper. There's Spider-Man. There's Hulk. There's Iron Man.
Nice.
And it actually says right on the bottom, Darren did research Legion.
Somebody's going for extra credit.
So
I didn't write it though.
So James, you did have a pretty good explanation as to why he could win with, well, I guess you and Destiny were
the macaroni noodle art?
With the macaroni noodle art. Yeah, exactly. That's very compelling. And Destiny Rogue, I guess, could steal his powers. I guess that makes sense.
Well,
Scarlet
you know
Witch,
what? She doesn't even have to steal his powers. She could steal everybody else's and then just go toe to toe with them.
Scarlet Witch, I actually know like a pretty good argument why she could beat him too, but I want to see if you know, Matt.
Yeah, I actually know it too, but I want to see if you know it, Darren.
Good, Darren. I feel like you're the researcher on this.
I didn't research him, I swear.
He screen shares his
There's no research.
Wikipedia page.
Right?
Oops.
As to why Scarlet Witch can beat Legion.
Yeah. She's actually already done it already.
It's because... Yeah, she made him disappear with the rest of the mutants by saying no more mutants.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Fuck all the rest of your days up, too.
I'm kind of confused on that, because if you say no more mutants, shouldn't you disappear with the rest of the mutants?
She did. Well, they didn't disappear. She, like, created another world where basically, like, no mutants had any powers. And then when it eventually reverted back, only the mutants that had powers at the time still had powers. No more mutants were able to be born, which is now not a thing anymore.
Okay.
Because I was dumb.
Sounds good.
Wow.
It was dumb.
Yeah.
They're trying to kill the whole like thing. They're like, you know what? We're done with Marvel and mutants.
There's also another mutant that I was thinking of that I thought somebody might bring up that I think could pretty easily beat.
Iceman?
Well, not easily.
Gambit's
Toad.
pretty fucking powerful too.
No, but Iceman, there is an actual argument
Didn't
for Iceman.
Toad
He's like
get
an Omega
fucked
level
up with
mutant.
like some electricity from Storm?
I think so. I don't know.
Guess what happens when Toad
Yes!
gets hit by
One
electricity?
of Aaron's favorite. Okay,
He
James.
died.
That is
from the
Aaron's.
punchline. It was. Okay.
Yeah, because it was
The
garbage.
punchline killed him.
It was garbage. It was literally shut up. It was not good. We had another
I'm gonna message Aaron
message him
and
right now.
and
Message
tell him what
right
you're
now.
saying.
I don't give a fuck. Write it down, record it, whatever. Listen, his that's not fair. That's because all of you jumped on me about Recess, which is a garbage cartoon. It's not
Hold on,
that
James.
great.
Have you ever watched Recess?
Regrettably, I had. No,
See?
I'm just. I no.
Pull this back up.
No.
I love his answer.
No, yeah,
Okay.
I watched.
I'm not gonna be Flower Girl anymore. Forget this fucking battle royale bullshit. Have a good wedding.
I started watching Recess and then I decided to go to Recess. That's what happened. Yeah.
It's really not that great, Matt. I think you love it because it's something you watched as a kid, like nostalgia, right? Like I get it. I get why you love it. But like honestly, it's not that great.
I think okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, she's not saying it's
I feel
really
she's not saying
Next Door-
it's terrible. I'm saying it's terrible. But
No,
she's
Darren,
not.
I heard you whisper
Yeah.
that. No. No.
I think it's better than Doug.
Well, that's
James. James.
I can't breathe.
The silence.
Everything within that was perfect. You don't need to say any more. I am in tears. That was great. It's like, okay.
you do.
Okay. All right, guys, we need to like wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap her up. Bring her home. Scarlet Witch is the answer. Rogue has to fucking go and touch somebody.
Shut up!
Legion has to do other shit. Charles Xavier is busy with macaroni pictures. Scarlet Witch
Okay.
is the winner. Thank you very much. Destiny, end this shit.
Sorry. Before
ahead, Darren.
you ended Destiny, I wanted to say I'm very surprised nobody said Franklin Richards.
You know why I think nobody said
I
Franklin
guess he's technically a
Richards?
mutant, yeah.
I mean, he is, but I don't think anybody thinks of Franklin Richards when they think of mutants. I don't think anybody's like,
That's true.
He's also just a little bitch.
Yeah,
He is a little
I don't
bitch.
think a lot of people are like,
He's like a little baby Cyclops.
You know who's dope as fuck? Franklin.
Franklin Like a fucking name like that too. You know who's dope as fuck? Franklin.
No, I don't.
You lose the argument right there. I think of that fucking turtle before I think of the
oh my
Fantastic
god,
Four
yeah,
child.
the turtle Franklin.
He's the best mutant.
He
But
is the best.
He's kind of
mutant.
OP. So.
He is
I
kind of
would
OP.
agree. I would agree.
He is.
Yeah.
He's
he's
sane, so.
Yeah.
But could he beat
likes
Peppa
Recess.
Pig though?
No, Peppa Pig
That's a
is
whole
sassy
other
as
argument.
fuck. Yeah, that's another argument. Okay. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Bonus Stage. I already know that y'all are going to come for me and say what you want to know. Let me just make it clear. We all realize that Legion is the strongest mutant. We don't need you to come telling us who the strongest
I'm
mutant
so sorry.
is.
I like
No.
ruined
Okay.
this episode as soon as I'm like, I'm gonna just derail the entire thing. I'm so sorry.
As soon as you went on Google and you're like, who is
Who
the
is the
strongest?
I
mutant?
didn't go on. I didn't go on
Damn it,
Google.
Darren.
It's
He used Bing! He used Bing!
He did. It's reflected in his eyes. Guys, look closely at the screen. You can
Right.
see. You can see Wikipedia. It's like reflected. But anyways, James, thank you so much for coming back on and having this discussion with us. I love you. We have to get you back on again. Guys, anything
Congrats on the
you
engagement
would
again.
like to say?
Oh,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
congrats on the
Thank you
engagement.
so much.
Was that all you guys wanted to say at the end? That was it?
Well, I already
Anything
brought up my
Send me
Franklin
the
Richards
details
thing.
for that flower girl battle royale.
I definitely
else?
will.
No.
I'll drop a pin.
No,
you.
James, don't do it. James, you were my
Thank you,
friend
James.
first. All right, James, can you drop your information? Actually, no. James does not do social media. I just realized this. He really
don't.
doesn't.
I don't. I let others do it for me. I mean,
Yeah.
Drop where you're having your wedding so we can all show up.
yeah. There you
Nope.
go.
No.
I feel like I would.
But all right, guys.
Go ahead.
No, don't drop it. I'm cutting you
Okay.
off. Thank you for being here with us again today.
Thank you for having
And we'll
me.
see you guys
Practicing.
next time. Always, James. Love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Say bye.
Later.
Bye! Flower girl.
No.